welcome back to another video of Milah and Amira's homeschool adventures. I'm Milah.
And I'm Amira.
On today's video of Chicks in the City, we'll be showing you how to raise and have chicks, well, in the city.
Let's go. Show you now. This is our chicken coop.
We took a tiny kid's playhouse and turned it into a chicken coop.
Let's have a look inside.
This is a small door leading to the outside run, which we will show later. In the corner, we have a feeder set up at the height of their beaks. It is important that you keep the feeder and water off the ground so that they don't get dirty. This is a homemade water for the chickens. We will put a link down below on how to make it. To provide heat, we are using a 100-watt ceramic heat emitter which does not produce light, along with an aluminum brooder's clamp lamp. In the back, we have added a heat pad for extra heat during really cold days. We have set up a timer to the light to ensure that our chickens get 14 hours of light per day. For the windows, we have put a thick plastic to protect them from the cold breeze. Currently, the weather is mild, so we allow a small airflow which will block when the snow comes. For cold-hardy breeds such as the Silkie, they are able to handle down to minus 18 degrees Celsius with protection from the wind. Here are the nesting boxes where the hens will go to lay their eggs. We will elaborate on the nesting boxes later. If you see some brown dust on the walls, this is due to the peat moss that we use to cover the ground. Although dusty, peat moss is highly absorbent, prevents any bad odors, and can be put in your garden as fertilizer when cleaning your coop. A clean coop is a healthy coop, but expecting to remain clean at all times is unrealistic. Last but not least, your coop should have several perches for your chickens to perch on at night. Down below, you will find a link that provides more information regarding the setup of a coop.
We will now introduce you to the 5 chickens that we decided to keep. This is Pooh, like you saw in the second video.
This is Debbie. You did not see her much in the second video. You might have seen her briefly.
This is Pom Pom in the second video too.
This is Splash.
And why we named her Pom Pom, she had a big pom pom before.
And it looked like you went to the store and she glued a pom pom onto her head. And last but not least, we have Nina. Hold on. She's a frizzle.
Sizzle.
A sizzle. Thank you. It's a Silkie and a frizzle. Oh, jeez. Savage chickens. So we decided to keep these 5 chickens because we thought that there will be hens. It's very hard to determine the gender of Silkies, but we made our hypothesis by looking at their wings and the way they stand. The males, their wings are sagging down. The females are higher up, and then the males stand tall, while the females crouch down more.
Oh, thank you, friends. In the city of Gatineau, you're only allowed 5 hens, no roosters.
And you also need a permit, and to have a permit, you need to make a request. And we'll have a link down below to all the city regulations, and if you want to sign up and make your request for a permit, we'll also have a link on that.
The rule of thumb for your chicken coop is 2 to 3 square feet per chicken.
And the rule of thumb for the chicken run is 8 to 10 square feet per chicken. I'm going to list the main supplies you need for having chickens in the winter and summer. So you need a feeder, a water container, you need heat lamp, water heater, and bedding on the floor of the chicken coop and the run.
It is important to have clean water every day. We would like for them to have access to the grass.
And we also give them some fruits and vegetables, and when they're outside, they eat some bugs. When the chickens start to lay, it is very important that they have calcium-based supplements such as oyster shells. We do not give them eggshells because it can encourage them to start to eat their eggs when they start laying them. In the city of Gatineau, your property has to be a minimum of 350 square meters for you to have any type of poultry. And your chicken coop has to be a minimum of 2 meters away from the property fence.
We will put a link down below of city regulations. We will go ahead and show you the chicken run.
My mom built this chicken run for the chicks so that they can run around, and it is made of thick chicken wire so that the predators can't get in. This is a very strong chicken wire, and it goes all around to the back of the chicken coop.
We will now talk about the predators in the city.
So as we showed you guys earlier, you need a very thick and strong chicken wire. And at the bottom of the run, you need to make sure that there's also chicken wire. So if a predator does end up digging, it will just end up at the wire and it can't get the chickens. Oh, there's a squirrel.
Here's the list of the predators in the city.
So it starts off with raccoons, cats, skunks, hawks, and also possibly some dogs. You have to ensure that your run and chicken coop is very solid and has a lot of protection because raccoons are very intelligent and you don't want there to be any holes because they can get in, and so can other animals. So we put this tarp on top for when it snows and rains as a protection because they don't usually like going out in the rain, and they especially don't like going out in the snow. So we put this on top so when it rains and snows, they can still be outside, get fresh air, and it doesn't bother them.
Ooh, look! The chickens are taking their first dust bath.
A dust bath helps to remove excess oil as well as external parasites like lice and mites. A dust bath also maintains the water resistance of the outer feathers of the chicken. Dust bathing is an important part of keeping chickens healthy and clean.
Now we will show you the pulley system of the trapdoor.
That connects the chicken coop to the chicken run so that they can access it freely. Okay, so my mom set up 2 ropes. This is the lock, and this is to open and close. So right now, Amira, are there any chicks I don't want to end up squashing one?
No. No.
Okay, so
No chicks, and no.
slowly bring it down. And you do have to lock it from the inside because the lock doesn't go down. But you can unlock it manually. And then
Or
when you
just
want,
slam the door.
you lift the door and then you spin it on the 2 nails that it was on. Right here. Just to make sure that it doesn't end up falling on the chicks.
As we mentioned before, the chicken run goes all the way to the back. Now I'm going to show you the wire that gives electricity to our chicken coop. Also, your chickens need 14 hours of light to continue laying over the winter time. Now we will go and show you the nesting box where chickens are supposed to lay.
This is the nesting box for them to lay their eggs in. And it's necessary for them to have a nesting box so that they can lay their eggs in. Not really, no, because they'll find anywhere to lay their eggs. Because we had a little splash Silkie, and we found an egg in the garden. So it's also important to have a lock. We have two, but over here it broke. So here, 1, 2. And here's inside. We have 2 nesting boxes. So the proper ratio for the nesting boxes are 1 per 4 chickens. And the chickens will start laying at around 6 months, but it depends on the breed of chicken.
Thank you guys for watching.
Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and
Stay tuned for our next video of
we're not telling you. You'll have to watch it to find out. Bye!
Bye.